Sorry guys, instead of the Minerva video that I promised, I'm doing I'm gonna show the deck profile for Herminia instead. Because I accidentally deleted the footage, so I'll actually I'll have to redo that footage and edit it and send it to you guys a later date, probably next week. I'll see how my plans come out. Like and subscribe if you want to. You can make this my job, and then I can actually do more of these videos, and it'd be way more fun. So the starter can be any starter you want. I just chose the bunny ones because fun. Anyway, second, we are using Snapling Therefore Luna. Basically, it's the powerful red line. So her skill is you act ability Soul Blast 1, discard a card, and then you can draw a card. And then the second ability is if you're if you're in powerful state, then oh yeah, it's the Vanguard skill. Oh, I'm stupid. Right. So the whole point is basically the first one, Van or Rhea, Soul Blast 1, discard a card, and then you draw a card. And then when you're in powerful state, when you would ride from right deck, and then if you would ride her, basically it has to be her, you just ride for free because you're in powerful state. Then you ride her, then first one is when this unit attacks, it gets +2. Oh no, continuous. I can't freaking. What does it say again? During the battle, this unit attacked. It when it gets attacked, it gains 2,000 power. Oh, the battle, this unit attacked. This unit gets I don't know. He just gains 2,000 power, I guess, on attack. Except it's a continuous. I don't get it. Why is it like that? Anyway, the second ability is the same thing as the first one. Basically, when it gets off in the right deck, you ride this Herminia. You can ride the powerful version, the dress up version, but I choose not to do that because it causes you to take 3 damage on turn 3, which is like not ideal because you'll be speeding up your damage for like no reason. It's basically a limited break 3 ability, so it's kind of ass on on your first turn 3 regardless, so best not to do it. And so anyway, so you ride for free. The first effect is not once per turn. You counter blast 1, and then you get +5,000 power to this gets +5,000 power. It's not once per turn, so the more counterblast you gain, the more you whack them back, the difference, which is kind of cool. And then the second effect is at the end of battle, this unit attacked. If you're in powerful state, see the powerful state, you discard a card, choose a rear guard with powerful in its card name, stand it, and then for the next counterblast paid, it reduces by 1, which is pretty good. So I run like this because I find it's easier in general. You don't need the 5 attacks on turn 3, so you're kind of fine. For the main deck, which is where all the business end is. First, we have one more copy of the original copy Herminia. This is because I want to be able to, because you can deck search it, so it's a one-off. And second of all, it also means if you have it in your hand, you can just persona just in case. If not, it's just discard fodder, and it is powerful, so yeah, whatever. Second, we got the grade 3 we got from the last set. Full Veni Valor, I can't read, god, I'm dyslexic. Anyway, basically on attack, you can if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Herminia in its card name and your soul has no cards, it gains an additional crit. It does not check for your opponent's grade 3, which means if you want to be funny, you could do this on your turn 3, attack, pay the counterblast, it gains a crit, and then it gets stood, and then because your counterblast get reduced by 1, you attack again for the crit. It's only for the battle, that's why you whack twice and you get the crit, so it's pretty funny. It's a 13k beat set, it's a one-off. It's your discard fodder if you have it in your hand. If not, you won't see it. If you see it, you add it to your hand and then you throw in the drop, and then you can revive from drop. I'll show you how to do that later. So it's a one-off because it's a grade 3. It's gonna clog out your hand, no bother. Then next we have our 4 copies of the new Herminia, the dress up version, which is Enduring Beauty Herminia. As all dress up ability, basically it states the first half basically states is count as the original Herminia. So, oops, move that there. Then the second effect is when you personalize this stun, you can pay this auto ability for counter blast instead. And then the powerful ability states that at the end of battle, this unit attacked. Actually no. Basically. The first effect is if you have 3 or more face down damage, you reduce the counter blast of your front row powerful units by 1. So you reduce the cost by 1. So meaning this on first attack, if you have 3 face down, it's free already. Then the second effect is when you're in powerful state, when at the end of battle this unit attack, you can count, if you persona at this time, you can counter blast 1 instead for the cost. And then you stand the front row rear. And then the effect is at the end of battle this unit attacked, discard a card if you didn't persona this turn, discard Herminia or the original name, basically a card with Herminia in its current name from your hand. Then you can stand your front row rear guards. You would almost never pay to discard, but that's what the extra copy of her is for in your main deck, so that you can deck search it if you need to. Honestly, it is powerful, so it is searchable. So, and it's you are guaranteed to persona at least like 2 to 3 times, which is all you need in this game anyway. I mean, the game lasts pretty long, depending on how you play it. So whatever. Next, we have our 4 staples since the debut of this set, which is Rose. I'll just call her Rose. Basically, the first skill is on place, Soul Blast 1. On place, if you have a Vanguard with powerful ability, Soul Blast 1, you look at top 5, choose a card. If it's grade 2 or less, you call it to the rear guard. If it's grade 3 or more, you add it to your hand. Then you add a card to your hand, then you discard a card and then shuffle your deck. Pretty simple. You can search for this if you need to, trust me, but there are better ways to look at top 5 to add to hand. Then the second ability is if you have Vanguard with Herminia in its card name? Yeah, if you have Vanguard with Herminia in its card name and you're in powerful state, you gain 5,000 shield. So it's a 15k, it's a 10k intercept or guard, so it's pretty useful in the power creep power. Get it? Heh. Defensive creeps, that's not as high at all. Now we got the PR, which I don't know if it's too expensive for you guys, but anyway, this is best states. This is for the friend ability and the powerful ability. Basically, if your front row has friend or powerful ability, if you have 3 or more front row rear guards, so then it becomes a booster. It also can boost, which is pretty good. So it's a 10k booster if you need to. On plays, remove a card from your soul to the drop, and then choose a card from your drop with powerful in its ability or friend, basically, and then you call it to a rear guard circle, and you cannot access your drop zone until the end of the turn. So this is a once per turn ability. Basically, you call it down to a rear, you revive a card, and you cannot access it again. Semi-drop recursion is still pretty useful, and plus it removes a card from soul, so you can get your powerful ability. Pretty neat. Anyway, next we have our new support as well for the grade 2s. We use this on our turn 3 as well. First effect is an activity once per turn, Soul Blast 1. This gains plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Anyway, then the second effect is in powerful state. When this unit attack, you count plus 1, energy plus 3. You draw a card and you give this plus 10,000 power until end of turn. So you attack. If you have 6 energy, you attack first. You count plus 1, EB 3. It's 10, it's 20. Then you attack again. It's 30. Wow! And it costs you 1 counter blast and 6 energy instead. And you draw a card too. So it's a plus. It's insane. It's actually kind of good. And by the way, this you can use on your turn 2 as well. So if the camera can focus. This works on turn 2 as well, so you can do your early game with this. This one, on the other hand, you kind of want to use on turn 4 onwards, depending on what your hand's like. First effect is similar to the last one, but you Soul Blast 1 and you give Herminia himself plus 5,000 power. When this unit attack, you can counter blast 2 and it gains 10,000 power. If your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater Herminia, it can do drive checks. Yeah, so you can do basically on attack, that's 1, attack, that's 3, then you attack this again, and that's 4, so you can do 4 drive checks a turn with a lot of pressure. And the number increases, by the way. The power is once per turn, not once per turn, it's until end of turn. So you attack at 20k and then at 30k even if you don't see triggers, so quite the threat. Now for the PRs. God, I gotta say, every time when I saw this PR, I was like, yay, we can finally use the original Herminia. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not even, it's not consistent enough at that point. Because you want to persona, because you want to gain the power. So anyway, on place, you can counter blast 1 or retire a rear guard. Which is surprisingly useful, because sometimes your board can be filled and you kind of want to call another thing. And then you look at top 5. You can either choose to look at top 5 cards of your deck, add a powerful card from among them, add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Or the second one, you deck search your deck or drop for this specific Herminia. It says original name Herminia, meaning this text, and which is a bit unfortunate because this doesn't count because it's not original name. So yeah, so you can't search for your, but the top 5 allows you to search for it, so I guess that's better considering you're on 4 of it now. Then the second effect is in power state. I name the unit this unit booster, stand this, so basically it's your booster once per turn. So since my original build ran 4 birds, it's just a 1-to-1 replacement. I had 2 foils. I want to get another 2, but I think I'm all budget, which kind of sucks. Either way, so I have 2 foils and 2 common prints, which I think they're good enough, but it feels like downgrade from double rare, but oh well. Moving on, we have our counter charges, which is very useful. Basically, it says here, at the end, when this unit boosts, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater Herminia, the front row gains additional 2,000 power, which surprisingly helps a lot. And then at the end of battle, this unit boosted, you may put a cost, which is put this to the bottom of your deck and counter charge 1. So it recycles itself, which is kind of useful actually. I mean, you don't shuffle a lot, so once it's at the bottom, you almost never see it. So we have 4 of this. And then we run out 4 PGs. You can run 1 Elementaria if you want to be competitive, although in Lyrical Cup, the only triple drive deck is Kyrie now. But even then, Kyrie is now +1 drive because nobody uses grade 4 Kyrie. So you're not going to see triple drive often, so this is your best bet. So yeah. Next, you have your over trigger. We are using the Lyrical over trigger because your rear guard is multi-attack, so you want to give it plus 10,000 power into your end turn, which is actually kind of disgustingly strong. If you check it early, you win. You check it later, you still kind of win. And you have 4 drive checks, so you're gonna see it one way or another. So yeah, we run 1 front, ideally effect front, but I'm too lazy to go pick it up, so I'm stuck with vanilla, which is a 15k shield, so still not too bad. The extra 5k would definitely help though. 2 draws, I treated myself to effect draws, yes, over effect fronts because I only needed 1 and I need more draws. And if you saw my Lycia Field, I did get another 3 copies for Lycia Field specifically. These are really good because it helps you draw into the pieces you need. Then we run our crits. You can guess it, we run a Kriz, woohoo! Oops, spoilers, obviously. So we run a crits. I do have this one from a WGP tournament, so that's why I put it in, because I like shiny things. So you have 8 crits. You can put vanilla effects, up to you, it doesn't matter, because you're not gonna want to put stuff in soul anyway. So this is literally important. Next and last but not least is your 4 heals, because healing is good. Don't take damage. Don't care if you lose powerful. This is more important. Sorry, I'm clearly a little cranky from the screw up that I did where I lost you guys' this week's video. I was supposed to edit it, but instead I can't because it doesn't exist anymore. So for anyone else that want to prove me that this is not the best way, at least not putting prove to me that putting this in the right deck is more optimal, feel free to show me, because I can't make it work. One of the main gripes is just I don't want to run more of this copy. I could run 2, which is what I would do, but then if I don't see another Herminia, or you know, if I don't persona ride, I'm kind of screwed. The piece reliance on it would skyrocket, basically, in my opinion. So that's one of the gripes I have. Unique cards that can remove from soul is now this one. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you don't see them, it's hard to maintain powerful state while persona riding. That's why I said you need to buy time. It's fine if you make it a turn 4. You will not. It is pretty strong though, because your columns are like 50,000 power at times without even the over trigger. By the way, I did 50,000 power without the over trigger, so don't let that fool you. So in my opinion, it's really good. And also this is a very funny quirk. Since it says it costs a counterblast, if you have this and you have 3 face down counterblasts already by your 4th turn, you can call this in front and it's basically a free top 5 to add a card. So it's pretty good actually. So all things considered, it's just it's a great deck. I like this deck. This is a very fun deck. It's like it's just, I don't know, it's like it doesn't solve the inherent problem of I can't run that in right deck, but I'm starting to think maybe it's not intended for that, because like I know a lot of the powerful, like a lot of the dress up cards like nowadays just kind of use this and then they kind of gave out the original. Some don't. Now seeing it makes sense. It makes sense. So anyway, look forward to the upcoming fight video that I'll plan. Either it's Herminia or something else. If you guys want Maelstrom, let me know in the comments as well. Like I can get around to building a Maelstrom video for a fight. Just let me know. Or let me know any other decks you want. Lyrical might be a bit hard, but Keter and other nations may not be so hard. It depends. Just let me know. Gosh, my tongue has stopped working. And as usual, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.